Working my way back to you, babe. Hey, y'all, come on in. You're here on a great day.
We have a soap that was requested by one of our Whiff Pack members today from Hoffman's Grooming.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
We are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, y'all, come on in. Thank you for finding our little barbershop. If you happen to be here during one of the live premieres on YouTube, why, come on in the live chat. Meet the Whiff Pack, a cool group of friends hanging out from all over the world. They'd love to meet you too.
They would. And for our mention today, we wanted to talk about the EDPs they have at Hoffman's Grooming. There actually was just a sale, so make sure you're on the email list so you can hear about all of that. I have to say, I think I reach for Evil Pumpkin the most all year round. I know it's a fall scent, but I go to it all the time. And then I think Daydreams is probably the next one that I reach to next.
An homage to a rare cologne called Blue Sugar, designed for men. Broken is the original oil for Burn the Ships, an homage to Old Spice and one of my favorite versions of Old Spice. And y'all, Red Hollow is one of the most delectable apple and caramel and all kinds of other stuff going on in here that you will ever smell. We love our EDPs from Hoffman's Grooming, and like you said, they're about the most long-lasting we've got in our den. We put these on at bedtime. They are still with me when I get up at 4 in the morning to pee. And what is our soap today?
Our soap today is Resurrection, which was brought to our attention by our Whiff Pack member DJ. So I think it's time to meet the soap.
From the sales page at hoffmansgrooming.com.
Everything dies, that's a fact. But once in a while, things come back. Welcome to Resurrection.
Exactly the sales copy you want to be reading on the border of a cemetery. Now, Resurrection can sometimes go a little Halloween-y or a little churchy.
Yeah.
And on this label, it's kind of split both ways. It's kind of a giant cathedral, but it's got some spooky vibes to it, that's for sure. So I'm not entirely sure which kind of resurrection we are looking at here, the kind you want or the kind that eats your brains.
I just want to point out, there are only 2 scent notes listed, and they're kind of simpler. We have white oak and vanilla.
Well, y'all, we've been given a heads up that even though this might seem like it might be on the simpler side, there are mysteries and wonders to be discovered in its depths. But we will find out for sure when we open the box. So y'all, just as I was hitting purchase on this soap, I noticed that the Hoff was going live on Facebook. So I chimed in and said, hey buddy, we're just picking up Resurrection. And he said, hey listen, would you and Sarah mind looking at a shave stick for me if I threw it in your box? And we went, sure, we've never covered a shave stick before, so let's see what might be hiding in here. And first of all, there's a note. Much love from Hoff. Thank you, buddy. Now, here is what we bought. This is the tub of Resurrection that's going to fit beautifully next to the last Ringmaster. But I'm seeing a special surprise in here. Thank you, buddy. These are one of Hoffman's Grooming's 2.5-ounce shave sticks designed for the traveler or the shaver that prefers to remain a bit more unencumbered in his morning ritual. So come along with us, y'all, as we have this mysterious first impression.
You know, now that I think about it, Red Hollows was also suggested by DJ too.
You're right. He is responsible for some of the absolute bangers in our collection. I think this is the third Hoff that he has suggested. All right, well, take it in. Let's give him his report card. See if he's right.
Here we go. Little kind of color to the pour there.
Bet you there's some vanilla hiding in here because it says so on the label. But yeah, okay, take it in. See what you
Here we go.
Do the eyes light up like whack-a-mole? Let's see.
Okay.
You had to recover from that.
Well, it was a lot prettier and sweeter than I was expecting, because you see the label and it's kind of darker and intriguing, you know? I should not be blinded by the label, but it's funny, I have an oak tree in our backyard growing up my whole life at my parents' house, so I kind of thought I knew oak, but I don't know if it's a white oak, because now that it does have white in front of it, so something might be a little different, but there is it's not quite gourmandy, like vanilla can kind of do that, but here it just adds the most gentle, comforting side somehow to the oak that I was not expecting.
Nice.
I think it's right in the middle, masculine, feminine, and it's only got 2 scent notes, so it kind of is somehow matching that completely.
Right.
Okay, let me dive back in and get a better whiff now that I know what I'm in for.
Oh, okay.
There's like a spice happening at the beginning. It's not quite a 70s kind of a thing, like an aftershave. Nothing in there, but it's like an herb kind of a spice. I don't think it's like a ginger or a cinnamon or something like that, but there's also something that has a warmer tone to it.
Does it go fougere-ish?
Not quite.
Okay.
But I think it's something real. I think that, like it's a real herb. Maybe it is a ginger. I don't know exactly, but I'm sensing something that's not just like the bark of the white oak. I feel like something else is with it that's making it be more of a sweeter side and has more character than I was just assuming white oak would kind of come off as.
Gotcha. Now, sometimes white woods are described more like cypress or things like that. Are you kind of getting more like that kind of an edge? Almost something aquatic-y?
No. It has much more of like a burgundy color in my mouth.
Oh, gotcha. That's what I wanted to know.
So it's a deeper...
That's what I was looking for.
Kind of sweeter spice, maybe.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like I almost would say it has even like a redwoody kind of thing, but sweeter.
Right.
So like the bark on the outside, it's not cinnamon, but that's the color I'm getting. So like something in the kind of herby sweet thing that greets me as I come into this whiff is way more fun than I was expecting. Nice. So I understand why DJ was like, nah, you got to get your noses on this. It is not as simple as it's coming off as.
What are the percentages as far as like oak vanilla? Is it pretty evenly balanced? Is it more woody than spicy?
I keep dancing back and forth. So I can't kind of land on if it's one more than the other, but I'm liking that it's just kind of just neat going back and forth. Like the needle won't stop. It just keeps going.
Will from Barrister and Man says that if a scent doesn't move much, if you get exactly the same scent from when you put it on as you do an hour later, it's linear. It doesn't move much. But it sounds like this one does some do-si-dos in the middle.
Yes, let me dive back in and see if I can translate what's happening with that movement. It's interesting. I almost get like an incense vibe, but done with super sweet things.
Oh, nice!
Like
seriously,
there's the image of being in like a catacomb kind of a thing, but not scary and dank or anything. The total opposite.
Right. So how sweet is this? Does it go like to the high sweets that like Red Hollow or Daydreams does?
No, those are much more gourmandy to me. Like I feel like those are something that came in that form and turned candy.
Gotcha.
This is more in its natural state, but its natural state has a little more of a sweetness kind of a thing. Like I kind of want it to be like a bark that's been finely kind of chopped down to be more of like a granulated kind of a thing.
Is there like a cinnamon sense in there?
It's not cinnamon, but that's as close as my brain can find. Maybe ginger, nutmeggy, something.
Gotcha.
But I feel like it's real. Like I feel like it's part of the bark of the white oak somehow.
Okay, well, I want to dive into this little adventure and see what I can find.
Yeah, I know it lists 2 scent notes, but it's quite a journey. See what you get.
Oh, y'all, I love this because it hits a lane I wish more soaps would hit. Soap. It has a beautiful, gorgeous, bubbly, soapy feeling for me in the middle that my inner child has never let go of, going all the way back to my Mr. Bubble days. I think there is something magical about a beautiful, bright, soapy sense. And that when most guys walk into Sephora and they're looking for a freshie or they're looking for something like that, this is the kind of thing they are looking for. Oh, it's lovely. And then the oak goes off this way and the vanilla goes off this way. But where they are coming together in the middle, I am just getting that beautiful, bright, sudsy, soapy, clean sense. Well, some guys do go clean with tobacco. Some guys do go clean with oud. The chinchilla bathes itself in dirt. Some guys prefer a different kind of clean that is fresher, that is soapier, that is a bit mintier. That kind of thing. I wore LaMail all through college, right? That. And the white oak, for me, is being used way more as a spice than a wood. It's way closer to an allspice or a nutmeg or a clove or something like that going on in here. While not going crazy gourmandy, it does have that gentle, familiar side. And you know what's funny? I am not getting the vanilla as a gourmand at all. I'm getting the oak way more as the gourmandy part of this. The vanilla is just a bit of a sweetener. Almost like what coumarin does. Like that's how the vanilla is sitting in here for me. And it's an echo of sweet, which makes me realize why my question to you about the sweetness was so tricky. It kind of goes gourmandy sweet, but it also goes woody sweet. You know how when you're camping and you put your nose up against the bark of a tree? Not that we're tree huggers, but not that we're not. And that beautiful, almost like where oak would meet cinnamon, is the right-hand side of this, adding such a gorgeous masculine spice to that soap. Can soap be masculine? I don't know. Ask Dr. Squatch. They just got bought out for $1.2 billion. Well, Coswell Massey has been proving this point in the United States since the 1700s. This is that kind of spice for a modern age. That's what this is.
To me, it's like if you could take things from nature and somehow make them the most sweet, attractive versions of themselves without going gourmandy. There's like something in almost like a fall cozy vibe.
Right. And here's how beautiful this oak is. Y'all, out of our perfuming kit, we grabbed a little bit of our actual oak CO2 extract. She gets a very boozy note from this. I get a very sort of sawdusty, deep, rich, spicy note from this. But this is not really the oak that I sense in there.
The
Maybe
white
just
oak must be different.
Yes, way different. I'm getting a lot more of like a chypre idea going on inside the wood in this.
It has like a mysterious vibe. Like I can kind of see why the label is what it is, but it's still comforting in a weird way. So Resurrection kind of makes sense here.
And if you were to ask me what it actually smells like, vanilla or oak, neither. Neither. Yeah. It's where they're coming together in the middle and making something brand new. It's almost hotel lobby-ish kind of thing, but it's also almost camping-ish kind of thing. But y'all, either way more going on besides that vanilla and oak, or that accord when those two notes come together is bursting open into brand new things. But we might find an answer or two when we look at this scent note or two. All right, y'all, back to the sales page at hoffmansgrooming.com. We've got scent notes of
white oak and vanilla.
Well, y'all, two simple scent notes, but depths of mysteries and wonders going on in here. And now it is time to build a lather, but you don't have a lather bowl today. I know, because we're going to build a lather in a whole new way with our Hoffman's Grooming shave stick. Now, the first thing I want to determine is the scent the same in the stick and the tub. I am 99% sure it should be. This is something you will only find here on the Barbershop Duet. This is my stick or your stick with on 3, 1, 2. Oh, hold on. Okay. Okay, so we had a meeting and they're the same. On the screen here, you will find the instructions from the Hoff on how to use his Hoffman's Grooming shave stick. So we're going to follow the directions as read by Sarah. What do I do first?
All right, first, you prepare your skin. Wet your face or the area you're shaving with, warm or cold water. 2, wet the shave stick. Wet the tip of the shave stick with your desired water temperature.
Just the tip?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to push this up a little bit with a couple of twists until a little bit of that soap pops up above the horizon. I'm going to give it a little bougie wetness. All right, what's next?
All right, 3, apply to skin.
Okay.
Rub the wet shave stick directly on your skin in a circular motion, ensuring even coverage. Okay. Keep wetting if needed and reapply in circular motion.
Oh, I see. Yeah? This is a little bit more solid.
Okay. I know some people have like a pre-shave stick that's kind of similar to this, but this is an actual shave soap shave stick. Okay,
feel that.
Okay.
And then feel the top of that. Is that kind of the same? This might be a little bit more.
Just a little harder, maybe.
Solid, right?
Yeah. No, but it needs to stay in that stick form, so you can kind of twist that thing stuff too. So.
Okay, y'all. Let's have a grown-up conversation. I think I have always avoided shave sticks because I thought they were going to come out in chunks. I thought it was just literally like soap loosely packed in this thing. It's not. It's going on like a deodorant, right?
Yeah.
And then water is your friend. Do you want to try?
Maybe. Yeah, I don't really know how much it's supposed to feel on my face, but.
Okay, so once we got like a thin layer there, I'm going to wet my brush a little bit.
It actually kind of stays where you put it. You can feel.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, it does not break off.
Right. Intriguing. All right. Back to business?
Back to business.
Number 4, brush lather, preferred. For a thicker lather, use a shave brush after you have applied the stick to your skin. Circular or side-to-side motion with your brush. Well, I hear it.
Right.
It does have a sound when your lather is waking up a little differently.
A few moments later.
So look at how it is here before you lather. Right. It's definitely changing over there.
And this is exactly how much I would want on my face.
Right, because if we normally grab an almond size, that's probably kind of how much you just kind of rubbed on your face.
Look at this. Now you can just paint.
Does it feel like there's enough on your brush? Like if you did your whole face and had to do back, your second pass or something?
100%. Because watch this, y'all. I'm going to just wet this side.
Right.
Let's
that's a
pretend
bare
I just did the pass, right? Mm-hmm. Now I'm going to come at this with whatever's left on the brush. And look at this.
Oh,
there's
for sure.
plenty.
There's plenty.
Yeah, y'all.
Wow. And I do have to say, storing these guys might be a little bit easier than having these, you know? 5. shave. Proceed with your normal shaving routine using a razor to shave the area. Can be used on face, head, underarms, and or legs. So us gals that need a quickie shave, this might be a nice little quickie option to have.
Luxury shaving on the go. After a year of development, our traveling shave stick is now here. It's made from our already well-reviewed beef tallow shave soap, but just hot poured into a convenient travel stick instead. No fuss, no cleanup. Perfect for when you're in a time pinch, traveling, or just on the go.
I have to say, as soon as you added water, the scent on this woke up right away. So I gotta say, it is the same.
And it got a little less sweet and a little more spicy, a little more herby in there.
Herby is a good word. That's the type of spice we're talking about. It's still sweeter, but it's much more of the spice. It does have a fun, like, masculine, kind of mysterious side happening.
Right. Would you feel safe to take a razor right to that on your legs, or would you want to, like, mix it up with a brush first? What do you think?
I think if I added a little bit more water, like, it's kind of sticky because of how it is here. If I added a little more water... Yeah, this is kind of closer to, if I didn't do a full lather, I would probably rub it in just as much, and that feels slick and protective enough for a quickie armpit kind of shave, for sure. For us gals that always worry about it taking too long, you wouldn't have that excuse with this one. The on-the-go portion is definitely part of this.
And ladies, don't let us scare you off. There are some phenomenal unisex bordering scents available in these shave sticks, and there might even be some more mysteries and wonders to discover when we go a little deeper.
So when you tub lather, you normally have to leave that out to dry. So I kind of feel like you'd have to leave the cap off a little and let this dry maybe before you put the lid back on. So for traveling purposes, maybe leave it airing out a little bit before you throw it back in the suitcase.
And it's cool that it's 2.5 ounces because it's already airport TSA friendly.
I know I want to say this is more masculine, but it's kind of also not. The vanilla's really helping it just have that fun, mysterious side to me. Like, I would totally still use this. It may be a little more fall-winter of a scent when I would bust it out, but there is a coziness that the vanilla is bringing through. Like, I almost feel like I could just be in a really cool, like, older cabin in the woods or something. Like, it's more a place for me, too.
And what are those deeper scents in there? Is it oud? Like, there's something else hiding under the
shadows,
surface of this. Right, that's giving it a little mystery, that's giving a little bit of an edge to my nose, and I love it up against the soapy clean part of this. I'm not sure what that is.
Well, it's interesting. Like, even the reason that my soul is vibing towards fall, there is something about fall and winter where you kind of just go into yourself. If it's snowing and cold outside, you don't do as much. And then there's something about resurrecting or re-emerging from that phase. Like when spring and summer hit, it's just a different vibe and energy to go do all the things. And somehow this does kind of have that self-preservation, like it's okay to pause and just kind of take time for yourself before you bust out past this scent into the summer craziness.
And I think one of the metaphors that we learn in church is that resurrection doesn't just happen once in the biblical stories. It happens all the time. Every time we face a new day, it's a form of resurrection. Every time we endeavor to make ourselves better, it's a form of resurrection. I am a little surprised that more of the thousands of homilies I have listened to over the course of my life have not resonated a bit deeper, but one of them did, when somebody said, God doesn't fix things, kid, he makes them new again. That's resurrection. But that's what nature does too. Even when the fall season hits us, we're going to see the trees start to die as the leaves fall off, and then they're going to get resurrected in the spring with a beautiful burst of florals and leaves again.
It's kind of fun around here. Summer hasn't really hit. It still kind of does feel like fall is in the air. So to me, even though it's technically August, I feel like it's fall and this scent fits perfectly. So I'm kind of glad we waited to open it now.
And there's a beautiful, optimistic feel that comes with this soap. It's not foreboding. It's joyful.
It's almost like when you're starting a new job or a new transition in life, a new phase, like you're ready for what's coming at you. It's time for that change. Like something in that is caught in the whiff that you get here.
And I think the beautiful soapy scents that I get in here speaks to that too. It makes you feel like you've been put together and slapped on the face by your favorite barber and ready for the day ahead.
So I think we've learned that DJ is right. And the fact that you just read two scent notes and it's totally a different experience, you cannot assume that you know what something is going to smell like.
The man knows his scents. So I got to tell you, Hoff, I have heard a lot about shave sticks in this wet shaving world in the last couple of years, but I had no idea of the delightful experience that was in store for me. This will not be our last. I would not be surprised if you saw another shave stick episode pop up in the next few weeks. Hoff, thank you for sending this out for free and believing in our little show. We sure believe in you. So it's pretty simple, y'all. Just be Marcus and Sarah getting a call from DJ. Hey, you need to go on the Hoff's page and look at that Resurrection soap. It is a banger of bangers. Well, when you do, you're going to notice Hoff's doing a live. You're going to say, hey, buddy, about to pick up Resurrection, do a review, hope everything's well. And when he says, hey, would you two like to try a shave stick? You're going to get your own. So head over to hoffmansgrooming.com where you'll find this and a ton of other stuff I want right now. Well, I have had my shave, y'all, with Resurrection. Beautiful, soft, round, and soapy. But y'all, there is something in the middle of this that I have come to fall in love with over the last few weeks that is this beautiful, woody, spicy tang that sits in the middle of this soap that helps bring the vanilla and the oak together in a way that I have not experienced before. And Hoff, I gotta tell you, buddy, thank you for sending out this shaving stick, a brand new way to experience these lathers. I was not expecting the consistency, and I was not expecting the quality of the lather with the speed in which I was able to build it. We will be back for more of these too. Welcome to Messages.
So for our October giveaway, we wanted to give you a chance to get $25 to Happy Chap Shave.
So you can be a happy chap, and all you have to do is send us an email here to we sent you at thebarbershopduet.com so we can get back to you. It's the only way we communicate about our giveaways, and then check back here on our first November episode to see if you are our lucky winner.
Best of luck. All right, so I think we both agree that the shave stick is a fun option to have. I know we started with the tubs and we tend to do the bowl lathering thing, but there are times when I'm rushing out the door and I'm like, oh crap, I didn't shave, that this would be a wonderful option to have. I've used some of the shave creams for that, but there is something nice about it staying wherever I put it.
And so many of our friends face lather. They don't use the tub or the bowl. What a great solution for them. And in some of the most beloved scents in the wet shaving world. Hey, Hoff, thanks for knowing that we needed this and sending it out for free to review. We sure loved it.
It's fun because we're going to be traveling soon, so we do kind of need a traveling option for our soaps. You must have known. Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.